That intro looked way better in my head. Anyways, I wanted to share my review of the Scar 17 2022. I've had it for over 6 months, and although there's been some really good reviews about it, some issues unfortunately only start becoming apparent after a few weeks of usage. For example, I never thought I'd say this, but Asus, there is such a thing as too much plastic. And I get it, using plastic to keep the weight down is pretty smart. But when the chassis bends this easily, what tends to happen is when it bends, it clicks on the trackpad. Yup. So I already sent it for an RMA, but the issue was not fixed. So I figured, let's just open it and see what's going on. Hey, maybe we can fix it. A recommendation is to learn to open your own laptops, because a lot of issues can actually be fixed without having to send it to an RMA and wait a whole month for it to come back at best. So, to my disappointment, there is no frame or skeleton holding this whole trackpad area together. I mean, look at that mesh structure, it is destined to bend. I don't know what Asus was thinking, but that's not okay. Thankfully, this issue only shows up when you have the laptop on your lap or an uneven surface. But if you use it on a flat surface like a desk or a table, you should be relatively fine. Now onto that keystone, it's pretty gimmicky. I knocked it out by mistake, just moving my hands or moving the laptop and whatnot. Yeah. The port selection on this laptop is excellent. I've never felt like I was missing anything, especially when I was on the move. Being able to power it through the USB-C port up to 100 watts was plentiful for a day's worth of productivity. Speaking of productivity, when I'm on the move, the laptop turns off the discrete GPU when it detects that it's on battery mode. This gets me about 8 hours of battery life. That's pretty crazy for a gaming laptop. But yeah, this pretty much sums up my experience with it these last 6 months. It's an excellent chassis. I believe it's one of the best ones for the year 2022. I've been a little harsh on it, but that's because I actually like it and it's that close to perfection. Stay tuned, I'll be looking at its little brother, which has been my #1 favorite for the year 2022 and that I still use up to today.